Hello everybody, this is a Lighthouse Hall of Fame film from the North American server. It's me, finally back in the Hall of Fame in the 2801. We're in Airfield, standard mode west spawn. There's no artillery in this battle, so the heavies and the TDs are loving it. A lot of TDs on the enemy team. They got 1, 2, 3, 6 of them. And 3 scouts apiece, 3 mediums on the enemy team, and the rest are heavies. And our team has 3 mediums, 3 TDs, and the rest are heavies. So the enemy team favors TDs. We have more heavies. We should be attacking. They should be defending. That's kind of how the battle plays out to a degree. I'm going to move up here in the balcony in E5. Overwatch on the middle and hopefully get some spots and see a little bit about how the enemy team's deploying. Get a spot right away on the T-30 and a big hit. There's a 1390 close up. Shoot at him, get a okay hit on him. Could have been a lot bigger, but it wasn't. T-54 Mod 1's moving behind me. I have 2 rounds in a row here where it really throws it to the outside of the aim circle. Horrible randomness there. The T-34 is stopping me from seeing anything, so I kind of just like move past him. He needs to be looking behind us, not this way. Enemy team's making a push along the water, but we have enough tanks there. We should be able to defend it pretty easily. We got 4 tanks over that way. Plus the T-95 is sitting here on this little balcony looking down here, so they should be able to overcome that threat fairly easily. I'm watching to see if I can shoot into the flank of anybody over there. Get a shot on the 59. He's dead. I'm not going to be able to shoot the T-30 there because that stone wall is going to prevent any shots from occurring. So I pull out and see the Chiri moving down and get a shot on him. There's also a Ferdinand over there looking that way. T-30 dies, which is good. We're slowly gaining control of the south. And we have pretty good control of the choke point behind me. Well, we did. Tank just died. I'm waiting for the Ferdinand to turn more so I can shoot him. I didn't want to pull out when he was looking right at me. I tried to track him and I missed the tracking shot. Now I'm just going to shoot for his top. Get a little bit more damage into him. I'm worried about these tanks pulling out behind me far enough to where they can shoot me. So I'm going to move over and down off the balcony before I get trapped up there. They're starting to push strong in the balcony, so I'm deciding right now I'm going to move back. My original plan was to move up here and to start sniping to try to help them out. Because while we're winning the south, now we're losing the balcony or the choke point up here. I'm going to pull in here and get some shots on these guys as they move through the choke point and try to press the attack.
We didn't even scratch them.
And just when I decide to move up closer, I get spots again, can shoot into the back of the Jagdtiger.
Critical hit.
And now hopefully into his side, I'll take a blind shot. I think I've shot behind him. They see me, but they aren't looking at me. Ooh, and there's a tank off in the distance, so I'm going to move over here. Prevent the 120 from shooting at me. It's 9-9, 6 on 6. T-95's holding up really well, but the 112's moving in on him, it looks like. Well, no. The Jagdtiger tried to ram him and died. Now the 112's right up against him, so I need to go help him out. That 112 will slowly beat him down if I don't come rescue him. It looks like he's just to his side, and the T-95's not going to be able to shoot him, so he needs help. I'm the only one that's really in position to help him, so I have to pull up here. But look at this, I get to shoot right into the top of his hull. I'm going to get good damage off this. Hit him twice, he dies. Now I can move on. The T-95 is up there defending Cap, so I'm going to try to flank him and come in behind him. And once I get behind him, he's dead. May not be right away, but he'll die. The RMH is farther to the south, if I recall. So I should be able to isolate this T-95. It's just a matter of coming in and not facing his gun as I come in. There's the RHM down to the south. T-95 was trying to get ready for me, but I managed to stay ahead of his gun. Now I'm behind him. This fight's over as of right now. He may not know it yet, but this fight's over. He's not getting out of this. So at first I'm hugging him, trying to shoot for the cupula and get this moderate type damage. But as he moves away, watch what I'm going to do. I'll just let him move away from me. Stay close enough to where I can regain control position on him if he tries to swivel around on me, and I'm going to shoot right into the back of his hull. And about every other shot is going to score big damage. And he's going to die next shot. Oh, he's going to die a shot after this. Like I said, every other shot scores big damage. There he goes, and that wins the fight. I got to take full health off a T-95 because he didn't quite get rotated around in time to meet my charge in close to him. And you can do that if they're going to run away, back off of them. If you're in a situation where you can back off of them a ways to where you can shoot right into their rear, you'll get much better damage out of the 105 than just sitting there trying to dink his cupula. Cupula, you're going to get 120 to 180 most of the time. Shoot into his back, and you can see you'll get hits between 300 and 400 at least every other shot, and you'll beat him a lot quicker. That'll happen every single time you do it. So I end up with 3,732 damage, 2 kills, 21 of 27 shooting at 78%. I got 0 spotting damage and 2 spots. Earned 31,614 credits. Also was awarded 2,667 XP. Survived the fight, got a Confederate medal and Fire for Effect mini medal, and that gives me a battle score of 2,702. That's 5th place on the 2801 list. Went up to the balcony. Got some spots up here, got a couple big hits, and was able to see the Ferdinand trying to move up here, which he did successfully, but I managed to get a couple rounds into him. And then we started losing the choke point. It looked like we were going to win there. Tide turned, the enemy started reinforcing, and they had numerical advantage. So I escaped out, came back down to here and started sniping up into here, hoping that I could help my team as they valiantly tried to defend. If I would have stayed up there in close quarters and tried to defend, I probably would have gotten killed. And so it came down to the T-95 against 3 tanks. He killed one. The Jog Tagger tried to ram him and found out that's not really a good idea to do. But in the course of that, the 112 was able to sneak right in beside him and put himself in a position where he could shoot the T-95 and the T-95 couldn't shoot back. And I realized that the T-95 needed help, so I just moved over here, got to shoot into the top of the engine deck on the 112, and 2 shots later he was dead. And from there, I knew the T-95 was up here all by himself. Just tried to race in and get behind him. He was trying to anticipate my entry, but he didn't quite look the right way, and was just enough behind the movement of my tank where I could get up behind him without him being able to shoot me, and that's a done deal then. The guy just can't traverse fast enough. He didn't think about trying to use the hill over here to kind of slough me off. He just eventually gave up and tried to run for it, and that let me just follow, and every other round was a big hit, as you saw, and it took him down pretty fast. So, pretty easy fight in the end. It was close. It was contested. I might point out that Steamroller in his T-30, he did in fact steamroll. He got 7 kills, so kudos to him as well. He was a major contributor in the fight, probably the biggest contributor in the fight. So I had a good battle. He had just as good of a battle in his T-30. From Airfield, standard mode West Spawn, getting to take out a T-95 by myself, and that's always a scout's dream. When you get a high hit point tank and you get in behind them, they can't shoot you, you can shoot them, and you're like, yes, I wish this would happen every fight. Happy hunting.